All right, this is a really good one, and I'm going to do my best to be nice in my answer because this man was nice enough to write to me. So he said, Mr. Warren, I recently found your channel and I'm having a hard time watching your videos. You may wonder why. I am the exact person you are always talking about. My wife and I have had to have an RV because everybody was buying one. We could afford it and we bought from the first dealer we went to. Our credit is good, so we didn't have to have a down payment. Although we have had some fun trips, it has been a very expensive lesson. We did everything wrong from the very beginning, and I mean everything. And now we are stuck with a fifth wheel that's worth $30,000 less than we owe on it. And when we need service work, there is always a problem at the dealer. The idea of RVing and traveling the country is exciting, but the reality for us has been anything but. Hoping you'll do a video on this, but please be nice. We are already feeling stupid enough. Greg and Sheila Vanderpool. Well, Greg, I got news for you. You are not stupid and you are not alone. There are a lot of people in the same situation that you and your wife are in. You know, I often ask, what does a mistake feel like? A mistake, it feels like nothing until you figure out it is a mistake. The purpose of me doing these videos is to try to provide some perspective that I think I can hopefully talk people off the ledge, so to speak. I'm not trying to say that RVing is bad and don't buy it. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just trying to say put the brakes on, tap the brakes. Just listen, look at the alternative, look at not just the good stuff, but the bad stuff, the stuff that you're not really thinking about right now. That's why reviews are so important. That's why taking your time, being patient, not getting caught up in the fad. It's it's this rush. Everybody wants to be in this fad or trend, whatever's going on. And RVs, by the way, I think that the fad has peaked. That's what I think. People will still want to RV, but it's been a fad. Man, people had to have an RV, just like you did, Greg. I mean, everybody was buying an RV. A lot of people are still buying them. But a lot of people are finding out, like you and Sheila, that you didn't make the best decision. You should have done it a little bit differently. Talking about rushes, rushing in to buy other things that are fads that you may remember. Remember Rush Limbaugh? God rest his soul. Rush Limbaugh started doing what? He started smoking cigars. You always talk about cigars. And he made cigar smoking to be cool. Whether you like him or not, he did. He started that fad. Harley Davidsons. Remember when everybody had to have a Harley Davidson. When it comes to toys, remember, Beanie Babies or Rubik's Cubes, Cabbage Patch dolls, all that stuff. It's a fad. It's a trend. RVs are the same thing. But a Beanie Baby's a whole lot less expensive than a big old fifth wheel. A lot. And the people that create these fads, the people that create these trends, what is the last thing they want? They want the trend to stop. They don't want that. They want it to continue forever. And that is why the RVIA, Recreational Vehicle Industry Association, puts out the most beautiful ads. Go where you want, do what you want to do, whenever you want to do it. Look how beautiful. And all that is true sometimes, not very often. They want you to buy the dream, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, Greg, you and your wife now know what buying the dream feels like. Sometimes the dream is a dream, and sometimes it's a nightmare dream. I don't want to see people getting caught up in a nightmare. And by taking your time, I don't think it's a bad idea to just listen to another perspective. Do your homework. Take your time. Don't get in over your head. Don't buy payments. Don't believe what some salesman is going to tell you that, oh man, everything's just going to be great. Be cautious. Be skeptical. And be careful who you listen to. There's a lot of people out there on YouTube that will say it's either the worst or it's the best of whatever, fill in the blank, of the subject. I try to be in the middle. I try to pull, as I said, pull people back from the edge. I don't know if you're going to sell your RV, Greg, or not. I hope you don't. I hope you learned a lesson. My concern is there's a lot of people like you, Greg and Sheila, a lot of people that ran in, they made a mistake right out of the gate. But they didn't know it till it was too late. That is not good, in my opinion, for the future of the RV industry. God, I love RVing. I love camping. I love what RVing can do. The opportunities it provides for connecting with our family, with people that we love. I love that. But they're a pain in the butt. I mean, they're all a pain in the butt. If you have one long enough, they're going to break. They're going to require maintenance. They're going to be the things that happen that you're not going to be happy about. Overall, I think that the good outweighs the bad. But for heaven's sake, a one and done RV buyer like you and your wife is not what the industry needs. That used to be, up until this pandemic thing, that if you bought an RV, I don't know what the exact number was, but if you bought an RV, most people kind of like it. And through your lifetime, you'd buy 4 or 5 more RVs. Good for the industry, good for dealers. It's good for families and relationships. My concern is that there are too many people that have bought the dopamine rush. They got to have the RV. They just got to have it. And now they're paying the price. So, you're not alone, Greg. You're not alone. There are too many people like you, and I'm hopeful that I didn't beat you down and make you feel any worse. I'm hoping that you'll give it a chance, that you'll learn from this, that you'll share your experience with others and help them avoid getting in the situation that you and your wife have found yourselves in. But thank you very much for your email. I do appreciate it. Folks, what do you think? We all want to be heard, just like Greg and Sheila wanted to get my opinion. Post your comments down below. If you have a question or a comment, or you want my view on something, you can contact me at the email address down below. My phone number is also listed. It's a 24-hour voicemail, so whenever you're watching this video, you can, if you're going, I wonder what he thinks about this, or what about that, I will do my very best to do what a good wingman does. A wingman tells you the truth. They tell you what they see. And it's not always what you want to hear, but most of the time it's what you need to hear. It's to keep you from making what could be a monumental mistake. So again, let me know what you think. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends about us. I know a lot of people probably won't watch this video all the way to the end because it's all negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be a good wingman. My name is Alan Warren, and I am the RV Wingman. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.